What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Soft Cell, and as surely everyone viewing this video is aware, we are in the unfortunate situation of having learned that Dave Ball of Soft Cell passed away in the last couple days. So yes, I was very struck when I heard the news. Now, I've since come to understand that it was known he was having some health struggles, even as Soft Cell just finished mastering another album, or mixing another album that will be released, I believe, next year, and as he was, I think, getting ready to put down another Grid album. So yes, I was aware he was dealing with some health issues, but I don't think the expectation was that he was on death's door, so the news certainly struck me as a surprise. And I want to give a shout out to all the Soft Cell fans, most or all of whom will be feeling upset at this moment in time, but especially I want to give a shout out to Kim, great friend and supporter of the channel, someone who has all manner of insight and enthusiasm and understanding for not only some of the music that she shared with me, but a lot of other deep dives I've been going through as well. And when I heard the news about Dave, my thoughts immediately went to Kim, so special sympathy and appreciation to you, but again, also to the Soft Cell fans more generally, as well as the Grid fans. And yes, I am going to continue through Cruelty Without Beauty. I've taken a couple detours along the way, but we're still going through their 2002 album. But once more, R.I.P. to Dave Ball, and big thank you to all those who will continue to celebrate his music and productions and Soft Cell more generally, as well as, once again, the Grid. And the next tune on Cruelty Without Beauty, 2002, is Desperate. It's a state of being, a state of mind, the willingness to go to extremes or to embrace scenarios which normally would not be desirable or which you would not fancy, and thus it speaks to someone who's not in a situation entirely of their choosing. At the very least, they are not in an ideal situation and have thus lowered their standards, whatever that might mean, to achieve whatever end or situation they wish. So yes, it's not a good situation to be in, to be desperate, but of course sometimes desperation can produce exceptional results, meaning when your back is against the wall, sometimes you do things that you didn't know you were capable of merely because you're aware you have to do something. So yeah, let's see what it's all about in practice. This is Soft Cell, the tune is Desperate, and it's from Cruelty Without Beauty, 2002.
Just for a morsel of your attention. Maybe as a child I wasn't given all the love I needed. Maybe I'm a sad reflection of today. I'm desperate. without hesitation. Opening an envelope, just send an invitation. I'll dance for you, pose for you, take up all my clothes for you. Speak your words, sing your song. I'm up for auction, going gone. I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I'm
Wow, alarm bells are ringing. So I love that one both sonically and lyrically. I'll try to talk about the sonics first. And once again, shout out and RIP to Dave Ball. So first of all, we have that menacing bass line, deep and lurking and a bit shadowy. And then there's that little synth bass hit above it that kind of had this elasticity. And then there was a higher, like bleepy, but also a bit creepy type of sound that was, in some of the more, not quiet or stripped down moments, but moments where it wasn't quite as dense, you could hear that. Definitely some rattling percussion, including some which would sort of echo off as it moved into a next measure or section. I enjoy the brass, which had this sort of wicked, twisted, warped feel to it, and the whole thing had this darkly seductive, but perhaps a bit too, what's the right word? Like a bit too sensual, which is to say, I think it is very much conceptually conveying what I'm hearing in the lyrics. So yes, I love the sonics, dark and wicked, a bit twisted, but also, desperate in the sonics themselves. And lyrically, I feel like this one I caught most of on a first listen. So he's saying, look, I'll play any kind of music, I'll do whatever it takes, I'll take off my clothes, I'll, just anything to get a morsel of attention, a little bit of money, to stay relevant, to not just be collecting dust on a shelf somewhere. I still want to be in a magazine, I still want people to talk about me, I still want to be loved. Any kind of love will do at this point, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes, and I'm not too proud for anything here, so tell me. And then he gets to the causality and he's like, well, maybe I didn't get the love that I was supposed to as a kid, sort of going to psychology, psychoanalytical explanations. Then he's saying, well, maybe it's a sign of our times, it's just shifting social values and mores and attitudes. And actually, maybe it's just a symptom of something bigger. Maybe this is like a humankind kind of issue, or maybe this is something that's, festering in a bigger aspect or on a bigger scale, and this is just a trickle-down effect where, at this point in my life, I'm willing to do anything, even, sell myself or stoop to a lower level to do something that's a bit embarrassing or a bit cringeworthy, as they would say in more recent times. So I enjoy the way, he talks about all the different aspects, and some of them do seem about, a musician. I'll play pop, I'll play rock, I'll play any kind of music, generic music, whatever you want. I want to be on that magazine. I don't want to be on a shelf somewhere. I want people to still buy the record, put it on the record player, put it in the CD tray. And then others, again, they feel like they're more general, like, do you need me to take off my clothes? Do you want to do a risque photo shoot? Do you want to... do you want me? Will that, get me any more attention or the love that I crave? So, yeah, it's a very cleverly written song, and I love that line, like, I'll be a parody of myself at this point. Like, I'm not, like, doing this because I'm cool or because I'm new or, you know, I'm on the cutting edge. Like, I'll literally kind of make a joke of what I've been up to this point if it will get me a little bit of cachet. So, yeah, very well written as well. Mark sounding perfect. You know, it has that kind of dark, shadowy, seedy delivery, but still with that, like, telltale Mark Allman type of melodic flavor that he gives. So, yeah, a really top tune. Absolutely loved it. Once again, RIP to Dave Ball. Shout out to all the Soft Cell fans. A big special thank you to Kim for her help with this deep dive and her enthusiasm about Soft Cell, her great comments, as well as Han Solo, who shared Soft Cell, and others who've been following this deep dive. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.